From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. When you need a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, durability, simple deck height adjustments, and a professional-grade cut, then you need the Kubota Z400 mower. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 48 months or save $300.
Tractors, trailers, rentals.
You do it all, we do it local.
Happy Monday morning to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Kruger. You know, some of us are starting off with a little bit of wet weather, others not so much. Others may see in the next hour or two through mid-morning hours a chance for some showers here. Let's get you right into it. Start off with Kruger's Quickcast and get you out the door this morning. All right, so 8 o'clock this morning. I think where we're going to see most of the showers will be around Trinity County, the North Coast, Siskiyou County. Modoc County probably later this morning, and the eastern mountains dry, and the valley mainly dry conditions as well. So here you can see the system right here. There it is, very weak. Heaviest rainfall was late last night, early this morning along the coast. That's pushing eastward. As it pushes eastward, it's really beginning to break apart, and we're just not seeing as much rainfall out of it. And we'll see that when we look at futurecasts here. So 6 a.m., the main band of rain around Yreka, down southward into parts of Trinity County. Meanwhile, to the west of that, still some showers. Meanwhile, it's also dry to the east, out towards Modoc County. Dry for everyone else as well. Taking about 8 o'clock this morning. Now, if there is a stray sprinkle or light shower around Reading, getting the kids off to school or heading out to work this morning, don't be surprised, but most of the rain should be up to the north at this point, and you can see how it's really breaking apart to the west of that. By 10 o'clock this morning, it's really breaking apart, but maybe a stray sprinkle or light shower in Modoc County. Places like Bernie may see a stray sprinkle or a light shower, but you can see things are really starting to dry out at this point. In fact, by noon, it's pretty much dry, and then it's clearing out through the afternoon today with partly cloudy skies and, of course, dry conditions. So for today, temperatures mid-70s in the valley. We're talking 60s and 70s for the higher elevations and upper 50s to low 60s along the coast. 7-day outlook, we've got you dry. Temperatures around 80 by around Wednesday, Thursday. Temperatures starting to drop, but I do expect that the valley should remain dry all this week and most likely this weekend. Now, we take a look at the coast. Morning showers, of course, and then maybe some more showers coming in by the weekend. But this weekend's rain is nothing significant, by the way. It looks like a very weak system that'll be passing through. That'll most likely be impacting the higher elevations and the coast over the weekend. But as I mentioned earlier, the valley will most likely remain dry. All right, that's your Quickcast. Let's get you into your weather headlines. We do expect a wet start for parts of Northern California this morning. Otherwise, dry and mild the rest of the week. Cooler and unsettled this weekend. No big storms heading our way. I'm not seeing any big heavy rainfall amounts or any wind events or any heat waves or anything of that nature. So really kind of just status quo here. We take a look at that fire perimeter, the shoe fire. That's the latest fire perimeter coming in. Remember, and this is something I always mention when we talk about these fires here, is that these numbers will most likely have changed by the time you watch this. It may be closer to 5,000 acres. I don't know for sure 100%, but as I'm reporting this, the latest report was just under 5,000 acres, but much better containment since last Friday, now up to 23% containment. Now, with that new fire perimeter, it has changed these numbers and distances a little bit here, but not by a whole lot. You can see out towards Big Bend, we're getting up to about 10 miles from the fire perimeter there. We take you out to Dunsmuir, O'Brien, and Montgomery Creek, mainly about, say, 9.4 to Montgomery Creek, 12.4 to O'Brien, and just under 20 miles from Dunsmuir. So again, no major concern at this point. The winds, I'm not too concerned about them today, tomorrow, or even going into your Wednesday. The winds may be a little breezy in those afternoon hours, but that's pretty standard, that's pretty typical, but nothing alarming as we go into the next few days. Humidity actually not looking all that bad. We're mainly in the mid to upper teens here for today. Take you into your Tuesday, actually a little bit higher with those humidity levels in the mid to upper 20s. And we go into your Wednesday, at least through noon, we're in the teens and 20s there. So again, wind's not a big concern. Humidity levels certainly could be worse, but it certainly always could be better too. So there again is that weak system that's passing on through. This is going to be weakening. As it does, we'll see clearing skies here this afternoon. So again, we'll take a look here at Futurecast here. Here's 8 o'clock this morning. We are seeing some of the showers. You see the main band right here. You've got clear skies here, and then the cold front does have some light showers and some clouds associated with it. So by the time we get to about 10 o'clock this morning, around noon, it's all pretty much done with at this point. And then we go into this afternoon and evening, mainly clear skies here and cooling off here overnight. Tuesday looks like mostly sunny skies here. We'll call it some passing high clouds. And then for Wednesday, there's a system right here. You see that storm? This is just going to clip Northern California. If we see a stray shower for parts of Crescent City, Wairika, Doris, maybe El Turris, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, don't be surprised, but at this point, looks like the bulk of that rain should stay to our north on Wednesday. Let's talk about some of those rainfall totals that we could see here through today. We're talking, over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall for parts of the coast here. It is picking up on some measurable rainfall on Red Bluff. Don't pay any attention to that, but we may see a trace to maybe 1/100 of an inch of rainfall once all is said and done this morning for Modoc County. That's through 6 o'clock today, by the way. But again, keep in mind, by the noon hour, it's pretty much dry and will be dry for the rest of the afternoon. Here's the bigger picture. Here's the longer range forecast. So what we've got here is this area of low pressure right here. I've been monitoring and tracking this for you all last week. Now, some indications were showing that by around Thursday, Friday, this area of low pressure was going to come into Northern California. But now you can see here, look at this, Thursday and Friday, that rain is still off to our west. And the European forecast model agrees with this solution. So as we go into Saturday and Sunday, we're going to see that kind of clip through. There'll be another system that'll be coming in from the north and west that could be here by Sunday into Monday, giving mainly the mountains and the coast a chance for showers. But by Monday, Tuesday of next week, maybe some of that coming into parts of the valley as well. But bottom line, this is not going to be a big rain producing event here over the next 7 to 10 days. But the Climate Prediction Center is at least putting this in that wetter than normal category, which is more promising that we could see some rain here in the longer range. But again, when we look at the overall totals here, this is just a general broad sense. Most of the rain to the west, as we would typically see, as these storm systems push eastward, they tend to break apart, and we don't get as much rainfall for the rest of us, including the valley, just not seeing much rainfall as we take you through this upcoming weekend. And even off to the east, you're only looking at some of these darker shades of green here. That's maybe upwards of 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. And again, this is today all the way through the end of this upcoming weekend. So just not a lot of rainfall overall. There you can see the near normal temperatures that we are expected to see here in that longer range. But when we look at that 10-day trend here for Redding, the blue line is the normal high of 77 degrees. We're going to be kind of going up and above that, below that here. So we'll keep it around normal here, at least through Sunday. Then by early next week, looks like we're going to see a nice dip in those temperatures. And again, with that potential for some of those showers, even for the valley by early next week. All right, in the meantime, let's take a look at your wave heights. And you can see this is this afternoon. We take you to tomorrow afternoon. Not much change in those overall wave heights. So there are no small craft advisories, so no alerts there. Winds from the south at 5 knots and waves from the west is 6 feet at about 11 seconds. All right, so here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures mainly upper 60s, even some low 70s. There's the morning showers, otherwise dry this afternoon, dry for the rest of the week. Then maybe a chance for showers over the weekend. We take you to the north coast. There you can see some of those morning showers, dry through Friday, and then maybe another chance for showers over the weekend. Up north, 65 for Gasquet today, 67 for Orleans, and 70 out in Willow Creek. Let's take you out to Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. 66 degrees for Fort Jones. As I mentioned, maybe a stray sprinkle on Wednesday, otherwise dry through Friday. More showers entering the picture here over the weekend. 61 for El Turris today, as well as Fort Bidwell. Tule Lake, about 760 that is. And we take you out to the eastern mountains. 61 for Mineral, 70 for Greenville, 70 for Paradise. Dry through Friday, and then maybe for Susanville late in the weekend a chance for some showers. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamith Painting. We've got 75 for Elk Creek, 74 for Paskenta, 75 out in Orland, and 77 degrees for Gridley. We take you up north, 70 out in Whiskeytown, 73 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake, and Cottonwood, about 75 degrees. All right, there's your 7-day outlook for Redding. We've got those temperatures slowly increasing up to about 80 by Wednesday, Thursday. Dry through the weekend with temperatures in the mid-70s Saturday, Sunday, as I mentioned. Maybe a chance for showers by early next week. That's your morning update. I'll be back in the afternoon for your latest forecast.